Welcome, guys, to the daily analysis for March 3rd. Yesterday obviously started out with a lot of pessimism, but if you look on the daily charts, we haven't done anything new, right? We are still in the same range since February 3rd. We spent yesterday's action in the same range on the daily charts, so nothing has changed on the larger time frames. What about on the smaller time frames? On the smaller time frames, yesterday our neutral territory was from around 600 to 606. Right off the bat, within the first 15 minutes, I believe, we were above 600 area. Oh, within the first 5 minutes. And then we went to the top of the neutral range, and then above 606, our target was 610, and price got to that. All right. So yesterday was simply more range bound action on the larger time frames. On the smaller time frames, we could not stay bearish once we got above 600 right away. And then we filled out that range and had a bullish move to 610. So what about today? Well, today, again, there's a lot of overnight volatility. There's obviously news coming out of Iran. There's obviously a situation there. So we are seeing overnight volatility. But at the same time, until we break out of this range, that overnight volatility doesn't really mean much. Market is still range bound. Bears will need price to stay below 594 if some selling has to take place. All right. What about today's action? How should we plan for that? Well, in terms of context, apart from the geopolitical tensions, there's no major news event. All right. So we just have to deal with this big overnight gap. What about the neutral range for today? That's going to be this area. So 610 to 606, that's your neutral range for today. As long as we're below it, the bias is bearish. Now, that definitely does make things tricky. All right. So even if we have a big bounce this morning, that doesn't really take us to the neutral territory. One has to be careful trying to go long. This is not the same situation as yesterday. All right. So I hope that's clear. You will only be bullish today above 610. Above 610, we can do 613 and higher. As long as we're staying below 606, only shorts are suggested, but you don't just short anywhere. Like if you get a strong bounce and then we break below 603, you can try a short, for example. Or if we get a bounce to 600 and then we go back and break below 597, you can try a short there, for example. So the levels in this bearish range are 603, 600, 597, and 594. And that 594 is a major support, as we have already discussed, since it has been the area where price has found support all the way since the start of Feb. On the upside, above 606 to 610 neutral range, we have 613 and 616 as our levels. All right. So obviously with the big gap down this morning, best thing to do is wait for price to bounce and then see how things play out. Unlike yesterday, where above 600, one was in neutral territory. Today, that's not the case, and you have to be more cautious.